Now on to the NFL and a interesting matchup on Monday between Tom Brady and his Tampa Bay Buccaneers now against the New York Giants, who he has a interesting history in the past.
Yeah, it's definitely not his favorite team to face, Higgins, but you like facing Tom Brady.
Yes, as a Giants fan, it's always sweet to face off against Tom Brady, and I was considering bringing this up to you, Brett. Now, the over-under for Daniel Jones passing yards is 219. For Tom Brady, it's about 260. I was almost willing to make a bet with you that Daniel Jones would have more passing yards, but then I found myself on the other end of this game. I took a look at it. I was as objective as I could possibly be. Tampa Bay minus 12 and a half just makes sense for how they've been playing compared to how the Giants have been playing. The Giants look good on paper because they've had a couple close losses, close wins, 3-point loss to Dallas, 1-point win to Washington, 1-point loss to Philly. But that's the NFC East, and it is trash. It is garbage compared to the Bucs, who had a 25-point win against the Raiders and a 28-point win against the Packers recently. They are going to slaughter the Giants. It is going to be ugly, and I'm not going to really enjoy watching it.
You know what, Higgins? I don't think it's going to be so ugly. No Chris Godwin in this one. AB is not playing yet. We have not seen Mike Evans look 100% healthy all year. Gronk has certainly looked better the last few weeks, but this is not the full strength Tampa Bay Buccaneers that you're facing, that the Green Bay Packers faced that you mentioned. And simply because of that, I'm taking the Giants, who are 4-3 against the spread this year. I don't necessarily think the Giants are going to win this game, but I'm pretty hopeful they'll be competitive for your sake and for my sake, and maybe for my wallet. But that's kind of what I see there. And something interesting I noticed on two sports books actually in New Jersey, both pass attempt props for both quarterbacks were in the 30s. But on Thursday Night Football, neither quarterback threw more than 25 pass attempts. Now, that game was in the wind and rain, but the weather's not supposed to be perfect in the Meadowlands tomorrow night. So it was just something interesting. I went back to the last primetime game, and I was like, I don't know, let's see what the last primetime game was. And Bridgewater only put the ball in the air 19 times. So just something to keep an eye on. I thought that was interesting.
That is a very interesting point to make right there. This is the time of year that you have to start really paying attention to the weather, because some of those northern games can get snowy, windy, wet, very, very tough conditions to play in potentially. So it is absolutely very important to start paying attention to the weather. Brett, you also brought up Antonio Brown, and I was wondering, I haven't seen anything on this. Do we know, has it been decided what helmet he's going to wear yet?
I kept saying, like, is he going to show up and his feet are going to be all burnt, or is he going to come in a hot air balloon? There's so many questions, but honestly, I expect him to put up big numbers his first week he's out there, because Brady's not sure how long he's going to have him out there, so he's going to get him the ball as much as he can. We saw that last year in Miami, the 1 week they played together. Jay Glazer put out some reports that they've been living together again at now Derek Jeter's house. So, who knows what's going to go on, but they clearly have some sort of connection, Higgins.
It'll be very interesting to see how that duo works out in Tampa Bay, and compared to how it worked out in New England, I find the entire thing very, very, very interesting, and only time will tell how it goes.